Hey, Grandpa, did you see the Facebook post by Jamie Lee Curtis?
Oh, I saw it, Reginald. I remember in 1987, I had this beautiful pinup poster, her luscious, round, large... Oh, hi. Sorry, I tend to do that when I think I'm alone.
Many? Big capital letters, M-A-N-Y? Many original characters? I don't think that's possible. Oh, unless she means... Oh. Huh. That movie is a shit show. What you think you see, what you think you hear, that's what it's about. It's all theater of the mind. No, it's garbage. It's garbage. Mood and atmosphere. Now that I really like. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I want to see. Hey folks, how you doing? Dave McRae here. Okay, so in this video, I want to talk about this post by Jamie Lee Curtis that I saw on her official Facebook page. Now, I didn't even know she had Facebook. But I'm sure she also posted this on her Twitter and Instagram pages as well, although I have yet to look, but I'm sure she has. But clearly somebody I know follows her on, or that I follows her on Facebook, and they shared it, and that's where I saw it, so that's where I'm going to read it from. Now, whether she actually posted this herself, or it was one of her peeps that did it, probably one of her peeps, although I don't know. Jamie Lee Curtis seems pretty, pretty social media savvy, pretty hip, pretty with it, pretty Freaky Friday mom, right? Probably not. Anyway, so this is what she had to say. It's interesting. Completing the circle. Thrilled in big capital letters. Thrilled to confirm that @KyleRichards18 is coming back to the Halloween movie family where she belongs. Aw, that's sweet. She will join many, big capital letters now, many original characters and their performers. Can't wait for you to see. And the little O's in for you to see are little jack-o'-lanterns. How adorable. So, my first thought was, reading that, because I am a stickler for continuity and canon and things like that, things that matter to help make you, to help things good. My first thought was, well, she must be talking about the original Halloween, because the only two movies that exist in this new timeline are the original Halloween from 1978 and last year's Halloween 2018. I mean, everything from Halloween 2, 1981, right up to Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 from 2009 ceases to exist. It does not exist in this new timeline. It's no longer canon. Every plot point, every plot device, every subplot, every character, every scene, everything does not exist. So when I read many original characters and their performers, I think of the original Halloween. Naturally, I think most of us would. And then I thought, well, maybe she's just talking about Lindsay and Tommy, and maybe bracket. We know that Kyle Richards is coming back to play Lindsay. That has been confirmed. We know that Anthony Michael Hall is on board to play the adult Tommy. That has been confirmed. It has not been confirmed that Charles Cyphers is back. Tom Atkins is not Charles Cyphers' agent. He does not speak for Chuck, does not speak for Blumhouse or Universal. That doesn't mean he's not coming back. This time tomorrow could be official. He's back. But as of right now, as of shooting this video, it hasn't been confirmed. And let's not forget that Charles Cyphers is retired and he's 80. But money might get him out of retirement. All right, fuck, I'm gonna do it. So, I read that and I'm like, to be fair, it could very well be hyperbole, right? But it's capitalized. And when I think of, all the characters that could return from the original Halloween and the actors that are still alive that could continue to play them, there's not many. But well, Bob can't come back, he's dead. Annie can't come back, she's dead. Linda can't come back, she's dead. The mechanic can't come back, he's dead. Mr. Riddle was 87. Maybe it's Mr. Riddle. Mr. Riddle is coming back, he's 127. He's coming back, he's the oldest man alive. He's coming back. Even though we didn't see him, he is an original character. And they're going to get somebody who's like 105 to play Mr. Riddle. He's coming back.
Oh, Laurie, I remember when I used to stand outside your window. Oh, look, she's taking off. Oh, there they are.
Harold, dinner!
Oh, shit.
Mr. Riddle is coming back. He's
Mr. Riddle's 127!
Old Charlie Bowles. We don't know how old he was. We don't know. I mean, maybe that was just a term of endearment, right? It was just, affectionate. Like, old Dave McRae. That old son of a bitch. Maybe he was only 38 years old. He was an old 38. Old Charlie Bowles. He's coming back, old Charlie. Little Lonnie. I mean, we got Cameron, right? Lonnie's going to make an appearance. Probably Lonnie. Maybe Richie's going to come back. Mickey Yablons, if you're watching, are you coming back as Richie? I don't know. He couldn't say anything anyway. Now, one character that I wouldn't mind seeing return, and I might even pick them over, if I had a choice, I might even pick them over Tommy, Lindsay, and Brackett. And that's Marion, because I believe the actress who played Marion is still alive. And I would like to see her return. She would be interesting because she's a connection to Dr. Loomis. And there might be some nice exposition there where, she can tell some stories and some details about, the years that he was locked up and even maybe some years after he was captured again. Now, I don't mean anything major because we don't want to demystify the shape now, right? I don't mean intricate sort of full-on details. I don't mean that because we got to be careful. I just mean some complementary sort of detail, some extra things that just complement what we already know, but do not demystify the shape whatsoever. But because she's that connection to Dr. Loomis, that might be an interesting character. So if you were to say to me that Marion Chambers is returning, Lee Brackett is returning, Tommy Doyle is returning, and Lindsay Wallace is returning, is that worthy of a big capital many? Maybe. It might be. But outside of those characters, who else, really, at the end of the day, right? Which then leads me to believe, and I don't think this is it. I really don't, because they would be stupid to do this. But I'm just laying it out there anyway, so I've said it. Is she meaning that there are original characters from the series and their performers, the movies that are now no longer canon, like they're bringing back Jamie Lloyd, they're bringing back Wade, they're bringing back Mrs. Blankenship, because then, like, if you start to bump it from 4 to 5 to 6 to set to like 10, well, that's many different characters, right? Original characters. And maybe original doesn't mean original movie. Maybe original means original Halloween movies, Halloween timeline. I don't think that's it. I really don't. And at the end of the day, the many could just be Jamie's way of being excited about who is in fact returning. But if you take it at face value, you could interpret it the other way and go, are they gonna is this like the end game of the Halloween movies? Like they're bringing back everybody and it's going to be this sea of original. Well, that doesn't make any sense because Jamie Lloyd doesn't exist in this timeline. Wade doesn't exist in this timeline, right? There's no such thing as Mrs. Blankenship or the guy from the such and such and the girl and the guy and the big guy and, Sheriff Meeker and this. It doesn't exist. But that would be worthy of many. Definitely. I mean, if you want to look at it like that, there's not a lot of characters from the original Halloween outside of Tommy, Lindsay, and Brackett that you could bring back that doesn't feel shoehorned in or, synthetically created fan service. And I'll be honest with you, between Tommy and Lindsay, Tommy's the one you bring back. It's nice that Lindsay's coming back and it's cute that it's the original actress. Okay, great. But in terms of the character, the most important character between Tommy and Lindsay is Tommy, because Tommy's the one that inevitably sort of convinced Laurie that the boogeyman was real. Because don't you remember?
Laurie, what's the boogeyman?
There's no such thing, right? And then at the end of the movie, it was the boogeyman. As a matter of fact, it was. It comes full circle. I mean, Tommy is the one that believed in the boogeyman, that was afraid of the boogeyman, that was trying to convince Lori there was a boogeyman. And then finally she comes around and realizes, because everything that's going on, oh my God, Tommy was right. Tommy's the one you bring back. Lindsay's nice piece of side dessert or something. That's fine. That's fine. But, you don't need her. So maybe that's what she means. But many? That's not what that says. And I can hear all the Danielle Harris fans out there. Oh, fuck yes. Oh, maybe Danielle's going to come back and play Jamie Lloyd, which makes no fucking sense at all. Nobody, any of the characters, it would make no sense. Let's bring back Wade. Why? Why not? Yeah, let's do it. Let's bring back Wade. We'll bring back Jamie Lloyd. Let's bring back Mrs. Blankenship. Why the hell not? Because it makes no sense, because those stories, those characters don't exist. That never happened. Listen, at the end of the day, what I want is a good movie. The most important thing about any movie is a story, okay? The actors are there to serve the narrative, the story, not the other way around. I'm all for fan service. I'm all for nostalgia. I'm a nostalgic guy. But it has to feel organic. It can't feel shoehorned in. It can't feel synthetically created, because I don't want them to do this. Oh, look at this shiny thing here. It's Tommy Doyle. It's Lindsay Wallace. It's Lee Brackett. It's Marion Chambers. It's Ben Tramer. Look at this. Look at all these shiny things. Who cares if it doesn't look like a Halloween movie or feel like a Halloween movie? Who cares if it's shot in North Carolina and not the Midwest, which makes no sense at all? Who cares if the leaves are green and not brown or red or orange or yellow? Who cares? Look at all these shiny, nice things. Look at this fan service. Look at this nostalgia. Don't you feel like a kid again? Don't you feel like you're young again? Isn't this what you want? You want this, right? Look. Oh, look, it's Danielle Harris. She's in here too as a cameo. Isn't this?
Yeah, okay.
But what's the story? Is it a good Halloween movie? Does it feel like Halloween? Does it look like Halloween? Famous last words, I know. But I'm just saying, we're not stupid. I mean, most of us are not. There are people who are stupid, but there, but most of us are not, right? And fan service is good when it feels organic, like it's supposed to be there. I struggle to figure out how many original characters and their performers, if it isn't hyperbole, let's hypothetically say it's not, and there are going to be like many, how we're going to incorporate all these people without it feeling, without somebody not getting their screen time. Like, are Brackett and Tommy and Lindsay and Marion all going to be on the adventure together with Lori and Karen and Allison and then it's like, what the hell? Like, somebody's gonna get like a 3-minute cameo. Somebody's gonna get a 30-second. I mean, I just don't understand what the end game is here. No pun intended for the amount of characters that were in Endgame. But so that's something that I kind of think about as well. But I'm rooting for a 127-year-old Mr. Riddle. That's what I want. I want a Mr. Riddle spin-off film with Charlie Bowles. Mr. Riddle and Charlie Bowles fucking tearing shit up. You think Charlie Bowles with his hacksaw, you haven't fucking seen shit until you've seen a 127-year-old Mr. Riddle. And the movie's just going to be called Riddle. And he's on the cover like this. Hey, comment below and let me know your thoughts. What do you think about this? Do you think that it's just hyperbole? Or do you think that Jamie Lee Curtis kind of means that there's a lot of original characters and the performers coming back? Or do you think maybe it is still just with the original Halloween, but it now includes Brackett, Lonnie, Richie, Ben Tramer, and, even though they're minor characters that really at the end of the day you don't need at all, that's what she means by that. Maybe that's what she means. Comment below and let me know your thoughts. If you want to follow me on Facebook, you can at facebook.com/manythingsdave McRae. That's where I tend to post in the meantime and in between time, and I'm not posting here. All my links are in the description, as well as links to my Patreon, my merch store, my IMDb, my Twitter, my official website, my Instagram. I'm now on Insta.
I'm on Insta. Hey man, I'm on Insta.
As the young kids say today. The links are all in the description. So let me know your thoughts. Many original characters and their performers. Oh, Okay, I hope it just means who we, yeah. I don't know. I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers.